So this is a question from homework 4.1. This looks like it's question number 4. Let's see, here we go, question number 4. So we're trying to see if we can figure out how to do this problem. It says gravel is being dumped on a conveyor belt at a rate of 30 cubic feet per minute. Okay, so they're giving me the rate, right? And they're giving me the rate, and the rate is 30 cubic feet per minute. Okay, so give me 1 second here, y'all. My pen is freezing up again. Here we go. Okay, so that's telling me that my dV dt is going to be 30 cubic feet per minute. Okay, it says forms a pile in the shape of a right circular cone whose diameter and height are always equal. Okay, so the diameter is the same thing as the height. Now remember, y'all, if I have a cone that looks something like this, and here's my diameter, remember the radius is from the center, from the center out, right? So twice the radius is the same thing as the height, or the radius is the same thing as the height divided by 2, okay? It says, how fast is the height of the pile increasing when the pile is 16 feet high? Okay, what I'm trying to find, y'all, I'm trying to find dH dt, okay? And it tells me that the height is going to be 16 feet. Okay, so let's see if we can plug in some pieces of information we have here. So look, I got V equals 1/3 pi r squared times h. V equals 1/3 pi. Now instead of r is the same thing as h over 2 squared times h. Okay, I'm just going to write this on the next page. 1/3. Let's see, what do we have? H over 2 squared, but if we square that, that's going to give me an h squared over 4 times another h. So this is 1/3 pi. If I multiply those together, that's giving me an h to the third over 4. And I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, y'all. 1 times pi times h to the third is pi h to the third. 3 and 4 is going to give me a 12. Okay, now let's start taking some derivatives. So if I take the derivative on both sides, dV dt equals, let's see, that 3 is going to come down with a pi over 12. That's going to be an h squared and a dH dt. Okay. Now, we know some pieces of info already. So we know that our dVt is 30. Okay. So right here, y'all, I'm going to put a 30 equals, I'm just going to reduce that a little bit, pi over 4. Okay, h. I think we had a number for h too. H was 16. So 16, okay, squared dH dt. Okay, I'm just going to go to the next page. So 30 equals pi over 4. Now I got to figure out what 16 squared. So let's get this here. 16 squared is 256. Okay, 256. Oops. dH and dt. Okay. So 30 equals, let's see, 4 goes into 256. 256 divided by 4 is 64. Okay, so I have a 64 pi and a dH dt. So, y'all, if we divide everything by 64 pi, we're going to get 30 over 64 pi equals dH over dt. Let's figure out what that is. 30 divided by 64. Let's do it this way. Oops, come on. Here we go. 30 divided by 64 times pi, like that, equals 0.1492. So my dH dt is 0.1492. That's what I'm coming up with. And if I come back over here, 0.1492, right? So I hope this makes sense how I did the problem.